I'm gonna be breaking down the first Captain America, Isaiah Bradley, the black Captain America. Quick story is they had a whole bunch of black people in the army. Motherfuckers went over to the head of the army dude to tell his ass that you relieved from this shit. Murked his ass. Then they only gathered 300 Negro soldiers, put them on the damn truck. Then the rest, as you can see at the bottom, they shot their ass. Told the families that they was dead as they experimented on them, injecting the prototype of the super soldier serum into them. The first people that was getting hella big and blowing the fuck up. It was only about a few black people that had took the serum and survived. And they was some beasts out there by themselves handling whole fucking armies and shit. Them armies couldn't fuck with them because they was super soldiers. They was fast as hell, strong as hell, and they was fucking killers. And they was just doing what they had to do so they can get back home to their families. After this dude was fucking with this dude about how his dad killed his mom, he got into a fight with the other super soldiers, and their ass ended up killing each other. The only motherfucker that was left was Isaiah Bradley. So he steals the fucking Captain America suit, jumps down and goes to the place where the Nazis and shit at by his motherfucking self, and went in there and got the murking the fuck out their ass. You ain't gonna believe why he had to go do all this shit. But anyway, he go in there and murk the fuck out of these people, runs into this building, gets some bombs and shit, blow they shit up. They thought there was planes and shit. Now there's one person fucking they shit up. So they told his ass basically keep his mind on the mission no matter what he see. So he goes into this laboratory, right? And that's where he starts seeing these head of these black people. Then he sees this big ass fucking warehouse of them experimenting on people. The Nazis was trying to create their own super soldier program. So Isaiah fucking blew that shit up, getting the fuck up out of there. He runs and shit, right? Get into a fight with some more of them motherfuckers. He goes into this building where they was experimenting on women. The women try to get on him, but they end up gassing their ass, including Bradley. He came out and he was coughing that shit up. And they tried to say he died, but he wasn't dead. Come to find out, somebody had got him. It was Hitler. And Hitler was telling them that he was cool with the black people. It was the Americans he didn't fucking like. And he was trying to get Isaiah to fucking work for him to go fight the Americans. They even had their own black people, the Afro-Germans, that they was trying to make their own Isaiah Bradley of. Oh yeah, this is where Cap finds out about the first black Captain America, the first Captain America. So while these motherfucking people was beating the shit out of Isaiah while Hitler's back was turned, Hitler was like, all right, I'll send his ass home. We gonna treat you, then send you home. This old man right here, he was there when the dude that gave Cap his super soldier serum, he was there when dude got killed. And he was trying to tell Cap, don't believe that shit. These motherfuckers always trying to piggyback off our achievements. They want affirmative action to reclassify their rappers and basketball players as superheroes. Cap told his ass, shut the fuck up. So we see this damn truck coming, right? This motherfucker get fucked up. Isaiah come out of it. And that's where dude's grandpa that fucking found him. So Cap went to go holler at this dude right here about what happened with Isaiah Bradley. He got to telling them about a century ago, the world's ruling class weren't very happy about how quickly the poor, the unwashed, ethical, working, poor immigrants, were breeding. So a lot of the money started to funnel towards ideas to keep them from their numbers down. And for many at the top, they also meant keeping their bloodlines, Homo Europeans, pure. So you had what passed for as science handily addressing the issues of making anemic family trees stronger while trimming away branches of what they considered dead wood to help. Before the First World War, scientists from around the world, primarily the Brits, the Germans, and us, routinely met to affect racial hygiene policy. The U.S. and the British governments took the early lead in the sterilization of undesirables, for instance. While Germans like Hitler looked on enviously because they lost the Great War and didn't have the resources, once he took power, Hitler sent the good doctors, Reichon and Koch, the dude that gave him his powers, to meet the privately funded scientists here in the States to introduce their revolutionary medical techniques. As a result of those meetings, Rogers, Project Super Soldier was born. Cap was like, you saying the Nazis and us were Not Nazis, not yet. They were just German government then, and we were all on the same page. They sterilized the mentally handicapped well before the Germans. They modeled their program after ours. Hitler loved the American Immigration Act of 1924. It was a blueprint of keeping out entire ethnic groups and degenerates. In any event, the project started as a joint U.S.-German business venture. Koch was a successful pharmaceutical migrate, and our end found plenty of backers like Walter Arnold Williams, the serial king. Reinstein was a brilliant biologist who didn't buy into most science's guff, but he knew how to play the game. And then the war broke out again because dead Führer couldn't keep it in his pants. The project was split in two. Raja, whatever his name, chose to stay here. Koch's interest, however, remained in the fatherland, and the race was on. Green, whatever his name was too territorial to share his facilities in Ashraj, whatever fuck. So Koch set up the German end of the project at that place. That's where Isaiah Bradley went on alone, and he had to destroy all that shit. After Dude was killed, this motherfucker took the blame for killing Dude. So after Cap was in that damn water and frozen for a minute, he got all this back pay, hella money that he couldn't know what to do with. So he bought shares to basically get the information of Isaiah Bradley. So he goes to talk to Isaiah Bradley's wife. She tells us that after Isaiah Bradley came back home, which they knew about, his ass spent 17 years in solitary confinement at Leavenworth. He received less than rudimentary medical care, and I can only afford to see him 3 times a year, but she was happy to see him. She spent years trying to get the army to appeal to her case, or at least treat him for the fallout from the serum, or at least acknowledges we exist. Finally, I took to writing President Eisenhower directly a letter a month for 3 years. On the day of Kennedy's inauguration, Eisenhower pardoned Isaiah, and then the government swore of secrecy. Now, here's the worst of it. The early stages of What Made You has left my husband sterile, and after so many years of confined and neglect, his brain deteriorated. You need to prepare for that. He's a little boy now. He really can't even talk. So she took him in his room and showed him all these pictures and shit that he did after he came home. He met up with Muhammad Ali and shit. So after he's looked at it and shit, she took him to go meet Isaiah, where he was in his room getting dressed. He was like, "Hello, Isaiah. I'm Steve Rogers." So they shook hands. He's like, "I'm really happy to meet you. I can't say enough how sorry I am for what happened to you and your family. I wish I could undo all the suffering you've gone through if I could have taken your place. But all I could do is my duty, Isaiah, to you and everyone else. That's why I'm here. This may be the smallest of consolations, but I believe this belongs to you," as he gave him the original fucking suit. So they asked to take a picture with him. And that's how Captain America found out about the first Captain America that was black, named Isaiah Bradley.